Rastafari. Give thanks and praise, you know. Ready for God face old Babylon, you know.
Yeah, greetings. Give thanks for life, health and strength and daily substances. Rastafari lives and reigns in. Today we want to talk about a certain topic we're trend right now. And we see a video float on with a African girl being brutalized by some Asian in one of them Asian country there. And a lot of Africans I take up some agency job and I go in places like China, Japan, um, India, Dubai, all these places to get job working as servants. And these people are exploiting the African poverty and ill treating and brutalizing our black sisters. And I want to feel sorry for that girl, really and truly, because she don't really deserve it. But in life, sometimes someone have to make the sacrifice for others can see that it's not worth it. A lot of these people are sending out false advertisement, fabrication, because they want people to use to brutalize and to demoralize. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna share that video in a bit. I want all Africans take note. All Africans on the continent, man, woman, and child, take note. Saying, stop going overseas to work as economical servants and feel like so now will get justice. Them take on a passport, someone who been raped. It's like slavery all over again. In Africa, Indians them a live best life. If you're going to Uganda, the Indian them a live good life. You're going to Jamaica, the Indian them a live good life. In England, Indian them a live good life. You're going to Africa, you're going to Tanzania, the Indian them a live the best life. You're going to Kenya, the Indian them a live the best life. So I don't know why we cannot live even our best life in our own country. Seeing and I go to these people countries and I've been brutalized. Indian I live better life in Jamaica than Jamaicans are born there. Indian I live better life in the UK than people born in the UK. See me I say, and the white people, they love these people because them look similar. You know what I mean? They are similar. You see what going to Ukraine. They're taking all of the Ukrainians because when they look, they're not far from each other. You see what going on the Ukraine war when the black people them leave out of the war zone. Them never want them going to the buses, them never want going to them train. Them want them stay there. You see me I say, so there is no consideration for black people. Everywhere we go, we are discriminated. Everywhere we go in this world, we are discriminated. So I want us to take heed of this. We talk about the OAU. The OAU, if we stand up for all of them injustices, then that is part of the constitution and the objective wherever a black person is. You know what I mean? And we see everywhere in a Congo, Wagwan, we see Wagwan in South Africa. Today, South Africa got the election poll. And really and truly, I love the EFF win. The Economic Freedom Fighters them win. South Africa need a change. South Africa need a change. It does need a change. Them they had the election poll today, and we are hopes that South Africa can come out and make the right decision. UK are going to election soon, and so is Jamaica, and so is America. I talk about this one day, and you see them government, them people are coming to government and now in this new world order. If people them vote for the wrong people, death and destruction them will bring pound in. See me I say, if you don't vote for the wrong people in this new world order, yeah, you think we don't see oppression yet? Same thing we see I go on in Jamaica. Other parties, the people them still have vote for the GLP and the PNP over and over. The people in England, all them want to vote for is Democrat or Labour. One of them Keir Starmer, that I don't trust that boy. Is the first Labour government. You saw him do with Diane Abbott, you saw him do with Corbyn. He's not to be trusted. Black people have vote for Labour, but I tell you so that is a wrong vote when I make this trip. Voting for Labour is like voting for a snake. A person that cannot keep a promise, keep changing their mind, it cannot be trusted. You can't vote for a person that can't be trusted. So we are going to election, and right now, this is why I want to stop all Ghana being and certain things, you know. Years me I try to get support for I and I for build a party here in the UK, a Rasta party, and lack of support, lack of initiative, lack of vision. But may I tell everybody who listen to this channel, you see, if me not get the support, me I run independent. Yeah, I run independent. Me not wait for no man, no woman, no child. Saying, yeah, I stop wait for people. See me I say, we just go out there and do it. Saying, like some people take it serious. Saying, we just go out there and do it. That is the new me. Stop wait for people. Just go out there and do it. Because people don't get it. You know what I mean? I never write an X in Jamaica. I never write an X in England. And we feel so if we have one representative. We know, at least we don't feel we know so if we have a representative. So I say, we need a new perspective. We need a new vision. We need a new way of going forward. We don't just want to get up and beat jump. That's why I miss Jalij. Yeah, I miss Jalij a lot. You know what I mean? Because some of the rest of them get weak. Some of the rest of them lose focus and them look desolate. See me I say the man them lack vision. So me I say, so I don't have the energy and the time to waste on certain mission anymore. Really and truly. Don't have the energy to waste on certain people. No more. Seeing? Really and truly. Next thing we want to talk about is the food. Be careful. Be careful of the food them. Be careful of the food them we're not consuming these days. Because them are poison the food. You see me I say, them are genetically modify the food them, and it cause a domino effect. I go and play a script that what I tell you say it can pass down to generation to generation. See me I say, enough people who took the vaccination, the COVID-19. COVID-19 is 19 different viruses in one jab. A lot of people who took this vaccine are dying. They might die off worldwide. Everywhere in the world, they are dying. Believe you me, if you think a joke I make, everywhere in the world, a lot of people who take this vaccine, they are dead off. So I say, they're dying. The next thing, if you're having sexual intercourse with a person who take the vaccine, it can be transmitted. A virus injected into someone can be transmitted by sharing liquid, sharing salivas, sharing all kind of body fluids. So be careful. One of the strain them have a small strain of HIV in the COVID-19. If you think a lie, do your research. So if you're having sex with somebody, if you're a person that don't take the vaccine, do not have sex with a person who take the vaccine because it is sexually transmitted. I'm going to play out a clip for sure, say, and I make Rasaya make up these things. These are the things that they are doing biologically. So listen.
These tools have huge potential for the treatment of very serious human diseases.
Yeah, and I view my role as sort of helping create a narrative and also creating a proof of concept that these are possible and it's worth exploring a certain way.
As we learnt at the start of our series, Tristan's
This is
original
BBC
biohack late last year didn't use
Radio.
CRISPR. He was simply injecting millions of copies of a piece of DNA that produced a single antibody called N6 that he hoped would reduce the amount of HIV in his body. He thinks it worked, but he also thinks he can do much better, and told me what he'll try next.
We
I'm
are
gonna
hoping
play
to have
God.
a cocktail of antibodies. It's pretty accepted that just N6 by itself would lead to resistance developing over time. So right now, a lot of researchers are sort of evaluating a cocktail.
In ramping up his original
Cocktail, man,
experiment,
them
he
call it,
hopes
you know.
to prevent the eventual emergence of
Cocktail.
antibody-resistant
It's a rum
HIV.
bar.
But his plans don't stop there.
I am also not putting all of my eggs in one basket, and another team is working on replicating a relatively successful study that extracted blood from HIV-positive people. It removed a gene encoding for the receptor, which HIV usually binds to, and then it cultured these cells, made a bunch more of them, and then reinserted them into the patient's blood. The study that we're looking at right now that provided ample documentation, they use CRISPR, so we might just replicate them.
Here is a guy who is planning to take some of his own blood cells, edit their DNA using CRISPR to make them HIV resistant, and then inject them back into his bloodstream. What Tristan is doing is to take very early, albeit promising, results from scientists working elsewhere, and then use their recipe to try to speed the process of development along. In a sense, he's not just trying to hack his own immune system,
Them call them
he's also
biohack.
hacking the
Them
structures,
hack your
checks and
DNA.
balances
Hack
of
into your
mainstream
DNA
medical research.
and reprogram it.
Physically using CRISPR like this outside the body
You can make
is
man and
pretty
make up them
easy,
thing, yeah.
as you might have
Real
heard in
thing.
the last episode. But trying to edit the genes of cells when they are inside the body, well, that's a whole different ballgame. And here's the rub, the topical application if you like. I could inject you with as much DNA and CRISPR potion as you like, but little of it would end up inside your cells. And the real challenge, for mainstream scientists and biohackers alike, is not how to
Biohacker them
genetic
call
engineer to
them.
work inside a flask, but how to make it work inside the body. It was solving this conundrum that lay at the heart of biohacker Josiah Zayner's earlier work.
And so about 2 years ago, I would say, I started doing some work experimenting on how to get DNA, into my skin cells and into the cells in my body. Surprisingly, there's very little research on humans on like topical application of gene therapies. There's some work in mice, very little, and maybe some other organisms, but I thought it was a good place to start. So I started with the jellyfish gene, GFP, which is long.
So basically, all them a do is biohacking. Play with the DNA. Inject it into human being. And them, you hear me say, there's very little research, but them still a do it. BBC this the pan.
Fertilization. And it's edits like these, ones that could be inherited generation after generation,
You hear
that
that?
could affect the future of our
Generation to generation. So that means when them hack your DNA, it can pass on to Why you think the youth them nowadays have cancer early? Why you think the youth them are dead so early? People, and I make up them thing in a rasta. BBC Radio this the pan. Seeing someone now listen news, can you say news? Alright.
species more than anything I've talked about so far.
presented by Professor Jonathan Ball and produced by Alex Mansfield.
Mark, what is screen?
So,
Fertilization.
them are biohack people. Them are do it to the plant, them are do it to the food. See? So all of the people them will run go take this COVID vaccine, this not gone right. It'll go pass on to generation and it'll go spread in a humans to humans. See? So be careful who you have sexual intercourse with to take the vaccine. Remember, say me I want they hide them in a king. See me I said enough of the things them when me attack, on brush them aside. But you can't say me never telling you. See? Yeah. So be careful. So me I say them a play the food. I drop a video one day where they show them, I say them a buy a play with the DNA of the food them. Now them a put it in a banana, them a put in a potato, them a put in a DNA, them a put it in a all kind of things that is edible. We have to be careful what we eating, what we're giving it. Now the youth them young, and them say when you're young, you have more resistance. Now them youth don't have no resistance when they even born them young. Them allergic to everything. It a pass from all of these things and chemical and all these things where mother passed down and dad passed down to them. And how them a feed them children. So the youth them sick from early. Seeing? So now for the things them we have to stop eat them, Jed. Be careful when I eat. I tell you, because this warfare is not only it's not only spiritual and them a fight it physical too, you know. It's a spiritual and physical war. And them a use food is one of the weapons of war. See? And I'm going to play one video after this and I want to listen to the video what them a do with the GM crap them in Africa. Because them a dumb GM food in Africa now. You know. With the seeds them eradicate the original seeds them. You see me I say, and some of the seeds them can reproduce. And in order to get them GM seed, they have to spend much millions. And at them the African consume now. You know. Imagine the generation will come after that. See me I say, so with the heads of state and the heads of leads of them, we need some clear out, some puppet government now, Jed. We see what go on in West Africa. Thumbs up. Fasino give a thumbs up. Some new, strong, young youth them arise. And I see them so we want the youth, the man, old man over here, so give the younger generation some powers. Because the youth, them say what was hidden from the wise is revealed to the babe and the suckling. You see me I say we can't take 40 years. Because some of the rest of them in a desolation right now, you know. And them don't want to get the younger generation. Them a hold on to it. We don't know how long them hold on to it till them dead. We need a new reconstitution. So me I say 40 years the same thing. No changes, stagnant. So the young youth them a rise up now. The young youth them and the new leader them a rise up. See so one the young youth them in England, in Jamaica rise up and stop this puppet government. See? Yeah. Because the younger youth them have vision. See me I say, yeah, we have a lot of vision and we have a lot of ability. We need to exercise them. You see me I say, we don't want dead old and nothing to achieve around here. You see me I say, we don't want to end up like Marcus Garvey in a rage home of Africa. We don't want to end up like Paul Burger in a sellout. You see me I say, we want our victory now, today. Seeing? So we have to make the right choices. See me I say, yeah, we have to make the right choices in real life. You see me I say, yeah. And we are going on a new era now. I mean I tell you. They them have to get wise up, you know what I say? Wise up people. Because enough of them got dead around here. You see me I say, yeah, because they not take heed. So me I say, spiritual and physical must balance, literally. So me I say, must balance. So me I say, stop consuming too much of the chicken, sickening them, modifying, sickening them are going. People them can't get enough of chicken. I don't know, so when they are fish, the biggest carnivore of the earth, it's worse than the pig. The fish is the biggest scavenger of the sea. It name everything. Be careful what we are consume. You know what I mean? In real life. See? And don't take my reasoning like. I tell the eye them, and I play with the eye them, and I beg the eye them. You see me I say, and I tell them say, when I'm a virgin tell me say, him can't drive past McDonald's. I see him daughter scream down the place, acting hysterical. And if you want peace of him yard, him have to stop at McDonald's. The things them when them put in their food, hypnotize the youth them, trap them. So me I say, cut out them things. So we have to teach you them right thing. You see me I say, and give the youth them the right thing. So me I say, in real life. So, this time I got end the one here. Election a come. South Africa. We want a new government down there. So, we don't want no more puppet government in Africa right now. So me I say, we have to break the right vote. And England will come up and Jamaica will come up. And if a boycott the GLP and the PNP, man. In real life. We want some new people, Rasta. With new vision. You see me I say, in real life. Enough people I say Labour and Democrat. I don't know. But I trust the boy that name Starmer. I know black people, they so him do to Carbon and Diana, but him is a snake. In real life. See? So, I'll drop a little video after this morning, check it out. And if you start consume some of my reason them, share them and like them. See? In real life. That is it.
Do you know it's illegal now for me to share my organic seeds with my neighbor? Yes, it's illegal by law. They even created now a law to give the international organizations rights through patenting of their seeds. Patenting of their seeds. Foreigners to patent their seeds here. And those are the seeds you must use, and you're not supposed to use any other seeds. And that's why there's that discussion of fake seeds, fake what. Today, organic seeds, Lynn, are called fake seeds. Because they are forcing us to go into the new world order agenda of what we call genetically modified seeds, GMO seeds. GMO seeds are lab-created seeds. They produce food. But with it comes so many factors that raise eyebrows. Number one, Lynn, if you plant GMO seeds, for example, maize or tomatoes, you cannot replant the seeds once you harvest. So what does that tell you? You have to go back to that guy who's patented these seeds and buy from him. You and I, probably, even if it's not our parents, your grandparents, have that small farm in Ushago, where you're harvesting maize, and if they harvest 100 bags, they will keep 1 bag to replant in the next season. So with GMO seeds, you cannot do that. So that means they can decide whether they can sell it to you or not sell it to you. So it's about control. Number two, once you plant GMO seeds on your piece of land, on the next season, you cannot plant organic seeds. They will not, it cannot grow, or the produce cannot be up to terms with what you're used to, because it affects the soil structure and composition. And the other thing people don't know about GMO seeds, GMO proper farming is very expensive. If you go on the internet and just research the price of a kilo of tomato, GMO, a kilo of proper tomato seeds, a kilo of proper tomato seeds, GMO seeds, the cheapest will go to about 10 million shillings. The best quality can go up to about 50, 60, 70 million shillings. And that comes the question, does the normal farmer in Kenya or the small-scale farmers have the capacity to invest 10 million in seeds? The output of production is high. If you invest 10 million, you can sell them to up to 20, 30 million. But the capacity, how many farmers do you know have a capacity to put 10 million on seeds? There are very few. So under the New World Order agenda, their main target is to control food and farming land. Because they knew we control the food, we control the masses. And not just about what you eat, but they want to take over the entire agriculture. It states clearly that the entire agricultural land and food production must be transferred from individuals or small-scale farmers to corporations.
Ah, é isso, entendeu? Deu mole, aquilo. Deu mole já é, mano. Ah, é isso. Soco no olho, é. É isso. Deu mole, entendeu? Deu mole já era. Pode fazer nada. Já é. Foi. Foi, mano. Tá bom, vai jogar na boca. Aí, sabe botar pra gravar? Tá gravando. Manda. Gravou? Como é que faz pra ficar gravado aí? E aí, mesmo? Ah lá, mano. Cuidado que ela vai se levanta ela, cara. Levanta ela. Ajuda aí, pô. Vira ela que ela tá... É pra bater ou não é? Acho que ela tá cheia na boca, cara. Segura ela aqui. Não, vamos morrer essa porra aí. Agora, vamos, calma. Você vai em dela. Calma. Tá fingindo, parceiro. Calma, ela te tiraram aqui. Vambora. Tá bom, já foi cobrado. Foi cobrado, já era. Acabou, é só isso aí mesmo. Foi cobrado, já. Fizemos com o mano cobrado. Tá tranquilo, vambora. Respira. Gravou? Respira, corre. Tá tranquilo. Já tá tranquilo. O cara mandou, foi isso, parceiro, tô namorado. Tiro logo, vambora, levanta sem embora, nada? Não precisa. Não, levanta e para de graça também, menino. Ah, pô. Tá tranquilo. Bora logo. Bora, mano. Joga dentro do carro, então. Aí, para de gravar, tá maneiro.